Okay, we are back in Monster Hunter Rise. This time I'm going it solo because I want to try to kill everything on this quest. The Ian, the Izuchi, and the Mizutsune. The weapon that I'm going to be giving a try for the main game is going to be various bowguns, light and heavy. For this one I'm going to be going with a light one just because I personally prefer it a little bit more. The whole rapid fire machine gun thing is definitely fun with a heavy, but I definitely want to try the Wirebug things here. So first things first, what we're going to do is we're going to go in here so we can get our trap. I don't think we really need anything else. I should also mention there is ammo here in case you need it. A little bit more pierce ammo, but there actually are places where you can craft it outside, so... Let's get over here. I'm leaving the rations. Did not mean to fall.
Yoink!
No! Get back there. I was hoping I could grab it as we went, but I'm just grabbing that for antidote purposes, obviously. Grabbing that for defense. Grabbing that because Ian's annoying. And the latchberry is what actually becomes your pierce ammo. So I'm actually going to be going for the Ian first. Usually Izuchi goes to her and you might be able to get something going on between the two of them. I thought there was something over here, but maybe not. Oh well. So how do you do the Wirebug stuff? So anyway, your bread and butter is primarily pierce, in my opinion. If you get it right down the face like that, you can deal a ton of damage. You jerk. So right here we can mount it. So I want to make sure that did not poison me. As much as I hate to say it, Izuchi is kind of crap. So I'm trying to fill up the gauge. It's just Ian's not making it easy on me. Okay, time for the mounted Punisher because we're running out of time anyway. Now, the bad part about bowgunning, in case you're wondering, is you do not have a means to reliably break the monster's tail off. Yes, there is slicing ammo, but I've always described that as more of a novelty than anything.
Go!
I just don't find it to be a serious means of dealing damage. especially the slicing variety. Now, about your bowgun, there's a range indicator that tells you how effective your stuff's going to be. This orange color means it's at its maximum. A lot of people make the mistake of thinking, hey, it's a gun, I'm going to shoot from as far away as possible. That's not actually a big deal if you want to maximize your DPS. The drawback to this, though, is your gunner armor has always been squishier than anything that a Blade Master may wield.
Be careful!
So I don't even know why I just shot there. So the spread's actually dealing decent damage to the Izuchi. Spread is kind of like a shotgun type thing. It's rarely any good in my previous experiences, but it may have gotten a buff of some sort here. Its primary drawback, though, as you can see, is its range. You do have to be very close to get much out of it. Yeah, I definitely need to figure out how to do the Wirebug for these range things, because I'm able to drop the landmine as I fly overhead. Isn't it nice that they tell you the big attacks are incoming? I know a lot of people are actually upset about that. So yeah, this sucker is taking a lot of punishment. Oh, I don't want to use those. Now, if you notice on my ammo indicator, there's a red arrow. That tells you that that type of ammo will be rapid fired. So firing one shot is actually firing 3. And it only counts as 1 towards your inventory limit. It's kind of hard to tell for this particular ammo because it's your default. You have an infinite number of it. And this actually is outdamaging the sticky, or the spread shot, which I find a little disappointing. It's a quirk of this particular gun, in case you're wondering. I didn't maybe actually put that there, but oh well. Look, Ian's worried about it. She came looking. So I was trying to do the Wirebug thing. And that's how you always punish the flying wyverns, particularly Los. He is much worse when it comes to that. Now, Ian always had a weakness to Thundershot. That's the whole laggy versus, well, either Wrath, to be honest. Competition between them. Laggy is weak to fire, they're weak to electric, thunder, whatever you want to call it. And they basically use each other's elements. No! Luckily, she's not far enough along where she wants to do her triple fireball. But I do want to grab this. Okay, she's starting to get a little annoying. If you can stagger her out of the air, it's a pretty big punishment. Not exactly the easiest thing to do, though. So before we go any further, let me summon my hound.
Go!
I'm going to do a little bit of scavenging. There's the bug. So now we have a little bit more pierce ammo. I was hoping they'd let me load it as I move, but can't have everything. I don't know if there's anything worthwhile in the bone piles. with your piercing ammo, there actually isn't really a penalty to shooting a monster up the rear. I'll keep it a little friendly since Monster Hunter may be a little more kid-friendlier than some of the other stuff I do on the channel. Because it will go through them and actually out the head. I missed. Now, the parts on Ian that can break, if you're not familiar, are her head, her wings, her back, and her tail.
Be careful!
Here comes the big flip. That's the poison move.
This one's gonna hit hard!
Now, one thing that I want to point out, if you're not familiar, Ian and Los will both use their tail spin moves, or we're going to call it, an even number of times. So use that little tidbit to your advantage. Since he's running, I want to craft... Can I do it? Okay. There we go.
Run!
I thought she was going to roar there, in my defense. So there's the even number. It is possible for them to do an odd number, it's just fairly rare. Now, when she gets tired, we broke her face. When she gets tired, she'll sometimes whiff her fireball, like she won't actually manage to make it. It'll just be like a little bit of fire that comes out of her mouth. No range to it or anything. Like that. So I'm just trying to punish that.
Here it comes! Be careful!
So it looks by breaking her face, the follow-up shots in that location actually deal more damage. I'm gonna queue up a flash bug here.
That's why I chose you.
Now the monsters largely telegraph their moves, like
Here it comes!
once you know the tells, it becomes a lot easier to deal with them. Now the thing about using the flash bug is she is technically blind at the moment, so she just behaves very erratically. Whether or not that's a good thing or a bad thing is kind of up to you. Generally, when both she and Los are blind, they do their spin attack a lot more. This is bad. Wind shear.
This one's gonna hit hard!
Now, in older Monster Hunter games, roll to get rid of the fire blight. I'm summoning my hound. No, I'm not, for some reason. Before we continue, I do need to eat a steak. I wanted to get on the hound while I was doing that, but oh well. Unfortunately, I think both Ian and Mizu are both weak to, where's
Sweet!
our pierce ammo? Thunder rounds. I don't know where all the hidden stuff is just yet, like where to find specific things, so we're kind of playing it as we go. Look at me. Now, the types of skills you're going to want for bowguns are actually going to vary depending on the bowgun. For this one, you're probably going to want maybe something to do with crafting or probably evasion. I don't know if there's going to be any skills for wirebugs just yet, but I imagine probably. For the heavy bowgun, you're definitely going to want something involving charge. That's a no-brainer. You can never go wrong with reload skills either. There may be something for more rapid landmines or whatever the wyvern shot thing is called that I haven't used yet. Could very well be something for the heavy bowgun so that they can, what? Oh, I think we just broke her back. That was close. So it looks like free shot's actually decent on her. So keep in mind this would be going a little bit smoother if I actually knew how to use the Wirebug. So right there, we staggered her in the air. Normally she drops when you do that. We busted her wing, in case you're wondering what it was, her left one.
Here it comes!
So when she's like this, she's starting to get tired. There is parashroom that you can combine with raw meat to make tinged meat. It's just I haven't been able to get her to actually eat it. That's a way to inflict paralysis on a monster, even if you don't have something to inflict the stats effect with, be it a weapon or some sort of coating. In my case, it'd be para ammo. You can make para ammo, it's just they don't let you actually use it with this particular bowgun. Like one of the quirks of the bowguns is what ammo you're allowed to use or not use. So she's limping. We can grab this for ammo. Or not ammo, I mean
Yoink!
healing. Makes mega potions with regular potions. So she's on her way to her nest. I don't know if there's actually a faster way to it. I really don't want to have to go around the map. We've spent a lot longer on this than I would have liked anyway. What is this? Spiderweb. You can use this to make pitfall traps if you actually had like all the materials, which they do not give you. I'm kind of hoping she'll be asleep when we get up there. Because we can barrel bomb her then. Wait a second. That's slash berry. So there's the slicing ammo that we can't obviously use. And there's our ticket. Okay, so... Are we actually here? I don't know what a blast toad is. Ivy is the other thing you combine with the spider web to make your net. I'm loading. Try to reload when they roar because that allows you to skip an animation.
This one's gonna hit hard! That's why I chose you.
That's a load of crap. But yeah, in terms of time, we are doing horrible. I'm pretty sure if she had been asleep, you could have just barrel bombed her and been done with it.
Here it comes!
That sucked.
This one's gonna hit hard! Here it comes!
So that actually was a kill. So I'm not gonna bother trying to carve her. I'm going back to the camp for more supplies. Meant to take those with. Spread, pierce, normal 2, I'll take these, I'll take these. And now we need to go out there and finish off Izuchi, which should be close, and then the rest of the time will be dedicated to Mizune.
Go!
Those are just nullberries, those get rid of blights. I don't know if I'm gonna have use for the... Oh no, we need these. There we go. For the flash bug. Thought I was gonna spit there. Now the thing that sucks about pack animals like Izuchi is that they're small fry companions, whatever you want to call them, are really, really good at getting in the way. I also don't know what element works best on Izuchi. Since it's a reptile, it should be fire. Do not try Pokemon logic in the game. If Crimson picks us up, that's one of those things we're going to have to drill into his head. I am firing these from range just because I don't have anything else to do as I make my approach. Like, it should be really close to dying, and I don't want to waste Pierce ammo, but it's getting to the point where I may have to. One of the major drawbacks to gunning, if you can't tell, is that it is really expensive. You have to buy all these different ammo types. Granted, a lot of it can be actually crafted, you just have to know where to find the stuff and put the time into it.
This one's gonna hit hard!
And now this one's dead.
Perfect!
Right now I'm trying to summon the stupid dog.
Run! Sweet!
Still not sure how all the endemic life works just yet, but we'll play it by ear as we go. The antidotes are exclusively for Ian in the demo. As far as I can tell, there's no other animals, well, monsters that can poison you. Shrapnel ammo, I have no idea what that is. That is new to me. It's possible it could be something that was renamed, but I don't know. And we should have enough latchberries to make a full set of Pierce ammo once we deplete our stock. There we go. Now, from what I was reading online, to put things into context for you, Izuchi is a 1-star monster. Ian is a 3-star usually. Mizu here would be a 4-star.
Here it comes!
Genocide Braver. Anyway, people are pointing out, due to the skeleton for Mizutsune here, it's possible that Lagiacrus and Ignactor could be in this game. Personally, I would like to see Ignactor again. He's one that does get a lot of love, even though he's so freaking obnoxious with all his lava terrain and crap. So, one thing I should explain is hitting different parts of the monster will give you different damage multipliers. That's why I'm trying to aim for the head. Slicing ammo would probably be better in the body. In the case of Mizu, his weak spots are his tail, his face, and the spikes on top of his body. Still got it. I don't think he's going to be here long enough for me to justify putting more down. But one thing that I usually try to compare Monster Hunter to for people who aren't familiar with it and what all to expect, since the monsters have so much HP and everything, the closest thing I'd say is it's like a dance, believe it or not. The monster will telegraph what it's going to do. You have to read that telegraph and respond appropriately. Okay, the dog isn't responding. since the monster can kill you in a couple hits, but it takes you so many more to kill it, it's very important for you to learn how to dodge and read its moves. So real quick. But a monster is more than willing to tell you its story if you're willing to pay attention to how it moves. Yeah, I don't know what that frog is right there. I'm not going to worry about it. We have a little bit over 15 minutes remaining. We're definitely going to be cutting it close here. Give me attack buff. How kind.
This one's gonna hit hard!
So yeah, not the offensive use of the Wirebug, but still. Occasionally with a gun you may want to take a light attack because it allows you to animation cancel. Like right there I cancel my reload by using its roar. That is by far the most common one that I've ever done when using the guns and stuff. And in case you're worried about my gunning experience, I would gun in Monster Hunter Tri because the female Ergon gunner set, if you ever look at it, is freaking awesome. I seriously did make a female character just for that. Now, when you do your evasions, in the older games, you would get frames of invulnerability. That's what I'm trying to use to dodge stuff. He wasn't down that long. Gonna see if I can bait him back here. So as you can see, a lot of your gun power is actually in those little mines. It's just really hard to do if you don't know how to use the Wirebug thing like me. If you knew the Wirebug thing, you could actually drop the mines on its back, and there's nothing you can do. It just has to sit there and take it. Damn it.
More where that came from?
So right here we're going to try and drop as many as we can. I only have the one, unfortunately. It's possible to break his claws doing that. I don't know what all you can break on the Izuchi. I assume it's probably just the face. I'm assuming it's baggy, jaggy logic. But for Mizu here, you should be able to break his face twice, I believe. His back, his claws, and his tail. And I should also be clear about the whole he thing. I don't know what the gender of it is. Like, an Ian is always female. If you didn't know, that's the female of the species. The Los is the male. Ah, no, not my precious landmine. A Diablos is always female, a Monoblos is always male. Those are the same species. Now, these points right here are supposed to be the currency of the village. Holy crap. Wasn't I at full health right there?
Not giving up yet.
I could get more cluster ammo or something, but it's just I don't care. This is winding down. I think by dying, a lot of your stuff does reset too, which sucks. Ooh, that was the strafing braver too. So when he goes to the next area, I'm actually going to start whipping out the traps. But if nothing else, the main thing I want you guys to take away from this video is that Pierce ammo is awesome. During my gunning days back in Tri, I only used light and medium bowguns. Tri, to my knowledge, is the only game that ever had a medium bowgun. All the other ones are always light or heavy. Tri also had the system where you made a bunch of different bowgun parts and you combine them to make your bowgun. System that I think was kind of cool, all things considered, although some components were very hard to get as a result. It's basically an opportunity for that desire sensor to go into high gear. So I'm hoping he's not on me, so I have a chance to heal. Now, if you're using a bow, a hammer, possibly a greatsword, I'm not sure. Getting those stamina decrease things are much more important.
This one's gonna hit hard.
I couldn't slip underneath it. But another pretty important part of the game that isn't explained much is animation canceling. I mentioned that with the reloads, but you also need to learn your weapon type to see what ones you need to. What ones are even possible. So I was kind of hoping Genocide Braver there was going to be harder to come by as he got more and more tired, but he doesn't seem to be slowing down much.
You almost got it!
Okay, I've never seen him say that, but when it limps like that, that is correct. So he's heading up to 6. What's the fast? Can we just climb up? Yes, we can. I'm out of berries. That's shrapnel ammo. Okay, I did not know he sleeps here. So when the monster is kind enough to take a nap, what you do is you put a bomb here. You put a bomb here.
Bombs all set.
You whip out your old gun.
Make some fun.
You start dropping these. Wakey wakey! The first hit when an enemy is sleeping does double damage. At least that's how it worked in the older games. So your cheese strats were always use your barrel bombs. You could also set up a trap while that's going on. It's just
Be careful!
I didn't think it was necessary. But when the monster limps off like that, if you have tranquilizers and a trap, you can cap the monster instead of killing it. No! Looks like I did get it down.
Trap worked!
So this is your other chance to drop some bombs if you want. Okay, I thought he was gonna roar there. That sucked. I was trying to do the Superman dive, but I pushed the wrong button. I pushed ZR instead of R, so I drew my gun.
Now I'm really angry.
Actually, before we go, let me see if I can grab anything extra. That last death was a complete screw-up. And unfortunately with me, as pressed for time as I am, I may not be able to salvage it. I don't know what the fire lantern does. Now, it is possible he could be going back to sleep. I don't know if the flashing blue is like an auto tracker type thing that we already have innately, or what exactly it is. He's leaving. I was hoping I could find something that can turn into pierce ammo. Thank you. So right there I was trying to do an animation cancel for the shock trap.
This one's gonna hit like the trap!
Ah. There we go, we actually got all of them. Barely within the time limit, but hey, still all three.
The perks of...
Should have only been one knockout, though. So I will go ahead and carve this guy. Got the purple fur, got a scale. Can we go up that? No. But yeah, you can fish there if that's your thing. You're so close, too. And we actually had more latchberries here. So now my goal is to try to do this in multiplayer with a triple kill all, whatever you want to call it, genocide run maybe. It's just I have to see if my teammates are actually keen on giving it a shot. The enemies are significantly weaker in single player, I'd say, especially if you've seen the speed runs. I'm not inclined to do that. I need to find out how to drop the mines first.
One step closer to being a hero.
But yep, there you have it. Now, normally there'd be a reward screen and stuff, but this is just the demo. Anyway, that is it for now, folks. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.